Hey guys, what's going on? So today I'm here with a few duels using my 7th Gadget deck. Now, 7th Gadget was a theory of gadgets that was around back in the day. There was also 5th Gadgets. The idea behind both of them is you divide the number of cards played in each deck. In 7th Gadget, it's 42. In 5th Gadget, it's 45 by the amount of gadgets you play, 7th gadget being 6, 5th gadget being 9, and that's ideally how often you should see a gadget. In this build, you're going to see a gadget every 7 cards mathematically, so most opening hands you're going to see one. Now, anyone who's actually played the deck will tell you that's not always the case. You're going to see multiples sometimes, you're going to see none. That's kind of just how Yu-Gi-Oh! Works, it's a luck of the draw, but mathematically that is how the deck is supposed to be played. So this is a stun variant of gadgets, and I realized I did show you guys an aggressive Machina version before. I see the advantage that both decks do have, but personally I am a stun-based player. I find it easier for me to play. I do enjoy the aspect that I could just sometimes lock my opponent out of the game rather than trying to go who has the higher ceiling and both of us making our plays, because at the end of the day, I feel like as much of a powerhouse as Fortress is, there are just better cards than it in the format, and I do enjoy the fact that you could just make a lot of safe plays in this deck. It is a caliber gadget deck that in modern times has kind of fallen out of favor, but historically I believe placed second in the event. Doomcal is a divisive card in this format. Some people really like it, some people hate it. I see the advantage that it has. I like it in this deck because it can make me safe from cards like Gores and Trag that will just end up killing the gadgets. Anything that they could just kind of sit on with a big defense, if your opponent's smart enough, can just really halt your momentum, because you have stuff like Smashing Grounds, yes, and Fissure, but they can just put a big ass on the board, and sometimes you're just not going to see an out for that in a while. But like I said, there are ways for them to easily out the Doomcal. Stuff like Vayu, stuff like Quick Draw, is easy outs, DD Crow, which are all popular in the format. So you do play cards in here like Enemy Controller, Creature Swap as well to help you get around big threats. And in this deck, if you steal something big with like a Creature Swap, then you're going to be in a very good position because you do have your back row. So if you just have a big boss on the board, ideally, your traps are going to back that body up, and if you play intelligently enough around your opponent's back rows, you're going to have a very easy time maintaining field presence with that. Backed up with stuff like gadgets is just another good way to maintain advantage and put pressure on them. So that's good, but for the most part, the deck does have a ceiling based on your opponent's playing. So an intelligent player will beat this deck most of the time. Luckily, Dueling Book is a mixed bag, and I don't mean to sound insulting when I say that, but I have played this game for years, since its inception, honestly, so I do know the format, I do know the cards and most interactions that go on in the format. So this deck does have the ceiling of its player, basically, not the ceiling of the deck, if that makes sense. But again, that might sound egotistical, but it's just kind of how it is. You're going to see a lot of inexperienced people playing it because it is a popular format and it's very fun. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to kind of end this on a douchey note, which I didn't want to do, but my timer is running out for the duels. So I'll see you guys later. If you guys want more stun variants, let me know. Always for it. But otherwise, I will see you guys later. Peace.